Okay, so I'm going to do a little video on J13. Most of them you should be able to do. They're just scale drawing ones. So they'll say, you know, the scale is 1 centimeter to 2 feet, and they tell you how far it is away, just like the ones we're doing in class. You set up a proportion, you solve. There are also 3 other types on there that you might know how to do, you might not know how to do. So these are ones where it says, what is the map scale? For these, you look at the information that is given to you. So it says 3 inches away from stable, 6 miles is the real distance. So make that a fraction. Okay? So you're making a proportion once again. This time, the other information you need is down here. So because we're doing a proportion, you need to put it right across from the inches. So it should be 1 inch. And we don't know that information, so we just put an X on bottom. Now, we would go ahead and we would cross multiply. So 3x equals 6. Divide both sides by 3. So x is 2. So you'd put 2 in here for the miles. Okay, let's try another one just like that. So this one, our information is given to us as 15 feet and 5 inches. So let's just make a fraction. But our other information is now down here. So we're going to put 1 inch on the bottom because these need to match. And we put x on top. 5x equals 15. Divide both sides by 5, so x equals 3. There's some here you just need to fill in one of these blanks, but all you do is set up proportions, not a big deal. Now some of them you need to fill in both blanks. So these are a lot simpler than they look. The 2 information given to you is 8 miles and 16 inches. All you have to do for these are reduce the fractions. So I can divide top and bottom by 8, so I get 1 over 2. So I put the 1 with the miles, because that's what was here, and the 2 with the inches. Pretend you had another one like that, and it said you had 4 miles and 12 inches apart. All you do is you'd set up a fraction, doesn't matter on top or bottom, and you reduce. I can divide top and bottom by 4, so I'd get 1 over 3. So if I'd plug 1 then into the miles and 3 into the inches. Now these are the ones that are tricky that we never went over, but if you watch this video it should definitely help. So the information you have is 6 inches and 3 feet. What you're going to do is you're going to put the smaller, and you're going to put your smaller unit of measure on top. So inches are smaller than feet, so I'm going to put my inches on top. Then I'm going to put my feet on bottom. Now what you're going to do is you want to convert them both to the smaller measurement. So right now you have 6 inches and that's smaller, so I'm going to leave 6 inches alone. Now I want to convert feet to inches. So we know there's 12 inches in a foot. So how many inches would be in 3 feet? There'd be 36 inches. So we'd put a 36 here on the bottom. So now we have inches and inches. Now all you do is reduce. So I get 1/6. Here it says write as a fraction, so you just type in 1/6. Let's try another one of those. So here is my scale. So I need to take the one that's smaller and put it on top. So centimeters are smaller than a meter. Now I need to keep the top one the same, keep the small measurement. I need to change the bottom into centimeters. Okay. If you don't know these, you'll have to look in your book or Google it. If you have 100 centimeters, that's the same thing as 1 meter. So instead of writing 1 meter over here, I'm going to write 100 centimeters because that's the conversion. Now, you reduce if you can. Here we can't. Make sure you're reading directions because it says here to use a colon. So in your answer, you'd write 7:100. Let's try one more of those. So my 2 pieces of information are 4 feet and 2 inches. I put the smaller unit on top. So inches are smaller than feet, so 2 inches, 4 feet. I keep the top one the same, and now I want to convert the bottom one to inches. So we know that there's 12 inches in a foot. 4 feet, then there would be 48 inches. Right, this is just times 4, this is times 4. So I put 48 inches down here, and now all you do is reduce. I can divide top and bottom by 2, so I get 1 over 24. And here it again says write as a colon, so 1:24. Make sure you read this part. Sometimes they're fractions, sometimes they're colons. Okay, after this video, if you still don't understand, come ask me for some help.